Space above Earth was no longer a battlefield. It was becoming a graveyard. The massive alien warship, once their greatest weapon, now floated in silence. Its lights were weak. Its systems were dead. It looked powerful, but empty. Around it, human ships moved with calm precision. No rush, no panic, only control. Inside the alien command ship, chaos had taken over. Main warship is unresponsive. We lost control of all primary systems. Backup systems are failing too. The alien leader stood still, staring at the screen. His mind was racing, but his body did not move. This was not supposed to happen. Not like this. How? One of the aliens whispered. How did they do this? No one had an answer, because this was something they had never seen before. Back on Earth, inside the underground control room, the mood had changed. There was no cheering, no celebration, only focus. Target neutralized, an officer reported. Enemy warship is fully disabled. Another added, alien fleet formations are breaking. They are pulling back. The commander watched quietly. Of course they are, he said. They've lost their strongest piece. He stepped closer to the main screen. Now we don't let them recover. He raised his hand. Begin full counterattack. The words were simple, but their meaning was huge. This was it. Humanity was no longer defending. Now humans were attacking. In space, the human fleet moved as one. Fast, clean, organized. Ships that had stayed hidden for years now showed their full power. Sleek black designs. Silent engines. Weapons that did not look human at all. They moved through space like shadows. The alien ships tried to regroup. Reform defensive lines. Protect the command ship. Prepare long-range attacks. But it was too late. Human ships were already inside their formations. One by one, alien cruisers exploded. Not wild destruction, precise hits. Every shot mattered. Every move had a purpose. Inside one alien ship, alarms screamed loudly. We are being targeted. Shields failing. Where are they coming from? Before they could react, the ship was gone. Across the battlefield, the same thing happened again and again. Fast, clean, perfect. Back on Earth, people watched the sky with wide eyes. This time there was no fear, only shock. Are we winning this easily? Someone asked. In a city square, a group of people stood together, watching a burning alien ship fall. A man said slowly, They said we were weak. A woman replied, They were wrong. High above, inside the alien command ship, the leader finally spoke again. His voice was not angry anymore. It was careful. Humans are not fighting like a normal species. He said. One of his officers replied, They are too fast, too coordinated. It's like they know every move we make. The leader nodded slowly. They studied us, he said. Even before we arrived. The room went silent. That thought was dangerous, because it meant one thing. Humans were ready, long before the invasion began. Back in the control room, the commander stood still as more reports came in. Enemy losses increasing rapidly. Retreat signals detected. Multiple ships trying to escape orbit. The young officer looked surprised. They're running, he said. The commander gave a small nod. Of course they are. He looked at the screen again. But we're not letting them leave. The officer blinked. Sir? The commander's voice became colder. They came to take our world, he said. Now they answer for it. He turned slightly. Block all exit paths. In space, human ships spread out quickly. They formed a wide circle around the alien fleet. No gaps, no escape. The aliens noticed immediately. They are surrounding us. Jump routes are blocked. We can't leave. Panic grew fast. The leader looked at the situation carefully. For the first time, he understood the truth. This was not just a battle. This was a trap, and they had walked right into it. Back on Earth, the commander gave one final order for this phase. Focus fire on remaining command ships, he said. End their coordination. In space, human ships locked onto targets, one by one. The alien command units were destroyed. Without leadership, the alien fleet fell into complete disorder. Ships moved randomly. Some attacked blindly. Others tried to run. But it didn't matter. Nothing worked. Within minutes, most of the alien fleet was gone, destroyed, floating as broken pieces in space. The battlefield became quiet again, but this time, it was different. This was not a pause. This was the end of their power. Inside the alien command ship, the leader stood alone. Around him, systems were failing. His fleet was gone. His mission had failed. He looked at the screen one last time. Earth, a small blue planet. He had called it weak, easy. Now, it had destroyed everything he brought. He spoke softly, almost to himself. We were wrong. Back on Earth, the commander watched the last signals disappear. The officer spoke quietly. Enemy fleet, Almost gone. The commander took a slow breath. Good, he said. But his eyes stayed on the screen, because one signal was still there. The main alien command ship, still alive, still watching. The officer noticed. Sir, what about that one? The commander's voice was calm again, but this time, it carried weight. We finish it, he said. He paused for a moment, then added, no mistakes. In space, human ships turned together, all weapons locked on one final target, the last piece of the alien invasion. And as the silence grew heavier, everyone knew one thing. The war was almost over. Space was quiet again. But this time, it was not the calm before a storm. It was the silence after destruction. Broken alien ships floated everywhere. Pieces of metal drifted slowly in the dark. Small fires burned in what was left of their once powerful fleet. The war was almost over. Only one ship remained. The main alien command ship. It stood alone in space, surrounded by human forces from every direction. No escape, no support, no hope. Inside that ship, the atmosphere was heavy. Dim lights flickered on the walls. Systems were failing one by one. The once proud crew now moved in silence. No one shouted anymore. No one gave orders. They already knew the truth. They had lost. The alien leader stood in the center of the command room. His body was still, but his mind was not. Everything had gone wrong. He looked at the main screen. Human ships. Everywhere. Watching. Waiting. Not rushing. That was the worst part. They were not afraid. They were in control. One of the remaining officers spoke quietly. All fleets destroyed. Another added, escape routes blocked. A third one said, we have no weapons left strong enough to fight back. The leader closed his eyes for a moment. This was not supposed to happen. They had conquered many worlds before. Every time it was the same. Fast invasion, weak resistance, easy victory. But Earth was different. Open a channel, the leader said slowly. The officer looked surprised. To the humans? The leader nodded. Yes. On Earth, inside the underground control room, a signal appeared. Sir, we are receiving a transmission, an officer said. The commander looked at the screen. From the alien command ship. The room became silent. Put it through, he ordered. The screen changed. For the first time, humans saw the alien leader clearly. Tall, dark, tired. No longer powerful. Just defeated. He looked directly at the camera. At humanity. His voice came through slower than before. Not cold, not proud, just honest. Humans, we were wrong. The room stayed silent. No one moved. The alien leader continued. We believed you were weak, divided, easy to conquer. He paused. We have faced many species, but none like you. In cities across the world, people watched the message. On phones, on screens, on broken TVs. Everyone listened. The alien leader spoke again. You hide your strength. You prepare in silence. You adapt faster than we can understand. His voice lowered. This was not a war. It was our mistake. Back in the control room, one officer whispered, he's surrendering. The commander did not respond immediately. He just watched. The alien leader took a slow breath. We ask for one thing. Allow us to leave. That sentence changed everything. The room became tense. Some officers looked at each other. Leave after everything? After attacking Earth? The young officer looked at the commander. Sir, what do we do? The commander stayed silent for a few seconds. Then he stepped forward.